Hello everyone, welcome to Combe Race 2. Just finished editing the video and I'm absolutely shattered. So I'm going to do the best I can narrating this. I actually talk quite a lot in this race, I think, so I won't have to do too much infilling. But as you can see, the weather is a lot better. How it's the same day, I don't know. But Luke's just running around checking everything and make sure I haven't left anything undone. And we're about to form up on the grid. Around this time I'm feeling quite, I'm not sure the word's anxious, like anxious to get going. I know I've got the pace in the dry now. I know what the fastest laps are for hot hatch style cars in this track. And yeah, so I'm feeling confident.
Combe Race 2. Apologies for the technical mess up on Race 1. Typically late, and after not prepping any of my gear until 5 minutes before the event, after having 6 weeks to do it, no memory card in the audio recorder, so what can you do? Yeah, so you want to see in Race 1, I'll probably have tried to dub over it quite a lot, but F me, that was a seriously tricky race. If I did have audio recording in it, it would be nothing but constant swearing anyway, so didn't miss out on too much. I had to concentrate so hard on that because it was quite hard to see towards the end of the race. The start, half the track was wet, half the track was dry. These tyres, the Dunlops, take a good 3 laps to really get warm, so you can start pushing 100%. And when you go around lap 1 or lap 2 and you come around to Tower and it's raining, there's not much you can do to carry on warming up your tyres. So, and these guys are fast. I got a cracking start, and I think he pulled in behind me, but still went past me, having gone around the back of me. So like, I know they weigh about, well, I've been told by Chris that his is 800, a little bit sub 800. I have no idea what power they make, but they go some. They are incredibly fast rocket ships, and they know this place inside out. Gary Preble's like the most winningest Combe racer in the entire universe, including God himself. So they know this track like nothing else, and they're pretty staunch competitor. They're diehard. Apparently it's like, don't try a silly move with them because it probably won't come off. So gonna try, see what we can do. Pretty sure in the dry now, thank God, I feel a lot more comfortable in the dry around this place, especially on dry tyres. I've got a feeling that I'm gonna have a bit more of a chance to keep up with them. I was testing on the same day as Chris, and our speeds were neck and neck, so fingers crossed that this dry sort of evens everything out a bit. You know, it's nice to have the shoe on the other foot for once. You know, I don't want people telling me like, oh, the reason I win is because I just got a fucking ballistic car with more power, more tyre than anything else, which isn't necessarily true. I'm hoping I can get them off the start. So we got to warm up these tyres quite a lot, because I'm sure after the rain the track has greened up a bit again, so whether I can hit the same lap times I can, see what I mean? These rear tyres take ages to warm up. And we've only got 1 lap. trying to make the corners I turn down the straight as long as possible to really load the rears. It's a bit cooler now this evening, so I pumped up the tyre pressure. An extra PSI. Not that I'll probably do anything, but it's, you know, you gotta fiddle in between sessions or you'll feel like you're not doing anything. I'm running the front end a little bit softer than I normally do because it's quite a smooth track for most of it now. There's a few big bumps, so I didn't want the being excessively stiff, like unsettling the car, and it does unsettle the car a lot on this corner, as you probably saw from previous races. I have no idea where we're lining up, so I'm going to be as cheeky as possible, unless someone tells me off. Oi, Benny! 2 bends in the same row. Yeah? Do it! It's up to 2 Honda boys to show these 2 Pug boys. I'm gonna get whooped now I said that. Bias, thingy, everything on, recording. Happy days. Castle Combe, race 2, one of my favourite circuits. That's not too badly. I might not talk for a bit, so I'll try infill with dubbing over, but I've got a feeling this is going to get intense. Five lights, then we're off. See? Rocket ships!
I thought I got an alright start, sort of pulling alongside. Yeah, I mean, look at that, Ben's got an amazing start. They all start pulling away from me down the straight bit, but here, no way I'm going to get stuck behind people. I got to get straight onto Gary's case early on. I can't afford to get stuck behind anyone. See Ben behind had to concede that position to Chris. So now if you watch hard throughout the race in the rear mirrors, you can really see the pace that these 205s have. I mean, you can see here that I've got the corner speed, I've got the braking, that's not really an issue.
Let's not let Chris catch up too much.
But it's just such long straight, so much time spent at full throttle, at high speed, that it just, yeah, power means quite a lot around the circuit. International sign for go, 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 waggle your finger.
Come on, Gary, let's get away, let's get a gap.
So I'm trying to push Gary, but not make it look like I'm going to try fight with him. So he locked up a bit there, so it screwed up my line in there, and I'm running around the outside. He's not got good drive, I've not got good drive. I'm bumping into the limiter here. Chris is right on our tail, so all gone to waste.
My fueling issues cropping up again, please don't do this now.
All on one tiny bit of the track. Yeah, he's right on my arse again, so I'm having to defend as well as consider attacking. He's holding back on the brakes a bit, but then he sort of messes up the entry and mid-corner phase. Okay, good drive on Gary here through the last chicane, Bobby's. just got a mile an hour or two to keep up alongside. It's a game of chicken.
Come on, make a break, make a break, make a break, make a break.
Again, they're in my slipstream. You see how much speed they pick up. Highly frustrating.
Come on, go, 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 go!
So when it comes to the braking, the entry, the direction change, especially the corner exit, because I'm concentrating on that quite heavily here because you spend so much time on the throttle. You can see I pull away in those early phases of the corner exit and the straight, but you can see them reeling it back in quite quickly. They're starting to fight between them now, so I'm trying to capitalize on that. Head down, no mistakes, fast laps. Gary's defending from Chris a bit there.
Just gonna keep this up. Keep my nose clean. Putting these fast laps. Fuck! So much pressure when you're racing against other fast guys. Fuck me, these brakes are good.
Yeah, the brakes are really, really good now. We picked up about 0.2 of a G max braking effort compared to before, which is huge in braking terms.
Go, go, go.
Especially since the tyre hasn't changed.
Come on.
We're pulling a good gap now. It looks a lot further on the camera actually, but I think we stretch it out to about like 3 seconds or something like that. I know the fastest laps that they've done around here. I know my fastest lap. I know what pace I can hold, and so it's their job to not only match my pace, but to be faster to catch me up, and then they have the job of overtaking. So it's, you know, it's a huge job to catch up and overtake someone.
1:12.8. I fucking said I had it.
Yeah, so that's a new lap record for any hot hatch series that's been run through. So I was happy with that. First one to dip into the 12s.
Wait to get all the power.
So I'm in my rhythm. I'm feeling good. Well, I can keep this up all day. Just keep an eye on mirrors. Stress levels, you know, it's tiring and hot, but the stress levels aren't too high.
I fucking love Castle Combe. Trail. You can just feel the front just starting to scrub a little bit when the front tyres start to vibrate as the car sort of grips, ungrips, grips, ungrips.
Just giving a little salute to some guys, especially one guy who's going crazy next to the track. Every time I went past, I think he was a massive Honda fan because he was bouncing up and down like nothing else.
No, it's hesitating. Please don't do that.
Yeah, so I got these Deutsche Werks injectors, 600cc's, but they come with these adapter plugs to fit the OEM loom, and I don't think they're great, so I'm going to solder in new plugs.
I have no idea how many laps we've got left. I'll have to look next time around.
For this race, I've actually got all the loom and plugs and everything cable tied down so they don't move at all because it was causing a misfire during quali.
This little thing in front of me, there's flashing lights. Oh no, running out of power. It's called an Apex Pro, and the more green lights I get, the more of my theoretical grip limit I'm using. So if I can get all green and no red, then all's good. Thank you, sir. Oh, I just need a bit of traffic to give me that one little bit.
So this is where bit of luck comes into things when you start hitting traffic and whether it's going to be good for you or good for them. It's very difficult because you can't really slow down to clear traffic, although you can try position yourself better. But it's still pot luck.
They're still right behind me. Those pugs are fast, aren't they?
That Apex Pro thing I was mentioning, I've been doing a lot of testing on it, so I'll be doing a review on it later on. A good written article talking about all its benefits. It's a really nice piece of
just trying to run
helping me out.
The path of least resistance on everything around here.
Yeah, so path of least resistance, I mean making the car fight against the change direction as much as possible. You don't want to waste or use too much energy or ask too much of the tyres. Yeah, so you get more sort of slow right down, weight to get the power, so I lose a whole bunch of time just in that. It only seems like half a second, but the net result might be a whole second if they run through the chicane clearly. So you can't stress, you can't stop pushing to try and make it up, you just got to carry on running your laps, your lines are being smooth.
Yeah, I can't work it. Look how fast they are in a straight line. I'm topping out 130. Oh no, coolant front. Oh no!
Just notice how late I brake for that corner.
What the
Just
fuck is
future
that?
reference. Yeah, so
I can't fucking see. It's not as power steering fluid. I've lost power steering. Son of a bitch.
So Chris is right up my chuff again. No power steering. It gets really heavy. All of a sudden it's just dumped all the assistance off. Yeah, so things are about to get really tough.
Oh, it's fucking heavy. It's filling up with smoke.
So a pass track with no assistance and no pressure is not designed to run like that, and it's really not a great idea.
5 minutes! No way! I can't do 5 minutes with no power steering. Or seeing where I'm going.
So with the really big tyres, no power steering, I'm already worried about how 5 minutes is going to feel like a lot of effort.
Please, God. I'm using all my reference points. Ah, shit, fuck that up, it's too heavy. Oh, Jesus Christ. Big tyres, oh, fuck, you know. I dare not squeeze it and leave it.
So the part of the problem is that I sit quite laid back for a saloon car, trying to get my center of gravity quite low. My arms are stretched out.
I know the brakes are so heavy. And the power lines up a bit, but fuck me. This shit's filling with smoke a bit. Jesus Christ, please.
Oh, it's a terrible exit.
Fuck that. Shit.
All I can do is watch them pull up behind me. There's nothing you can do.
Where am I going? I can't see!
Yeah, so the drawing position, I lay back, my arms are stretched out. That means I use my shoulder muscles a lot, which really isn't good. You see, it's much better to be closer to the wheel. Use like your lats and your biceps and your triceps. If you've got no power assistance, but I like to lay back. I like my arms straight out in front of me, but it does stress your shoulder muscles a lot. And when it's that heavy, especially under braking, when you're braking,
Come on.
on both wheels, really, it straightens the wheel. Like, it's so hard to get it to turn.
Yeah, you guys fight it out, please. No!
Another piece of bad luck. So I'm slow again.
2 minutes! You fucking kidding me?
Well, right at the end, eh?
Fucking had that, why'd you turn in?
Yeah, so that's going to cause a bit of a... I don't know. I don't want to get into the analysis right here in this video, but right now, like, so I've dubbed the idea of what's just happened. I know Chris is probably stewing, well, it is stewing on the side of the circuit, but you know, I'm going to get my head back down and try and chase down Gary. I've never won at Combe, and it's always got to me that I haven't won here, because every time I come here, I'm like the fastest guy, but just stuff happens. You know, last time I was here in the lead, I got punted out from the lead, so I know how it feels. But it's a bit different because I didn't do that on purpose. But like I said, I'm not going to get into analysis here. I've done a whole blog post going through everything from both sides that I can you know, subjectively and objectively look at how it happened, and maybe what could have been done differently, how it could have been avoided. But right now, it's concentrate on the race.
Oh well, the car's getting kicky.
This is the last lap, by the way.
Oh, my arms are so tired!
Yeah, so I've got massive fatigue in my shoulders at the moment. And you can't be too aggressive with steering like this because I don't have the scope to save a big moment. I have to be quite smooth, and I can't risk throwing the car in aggressively or getting it to oversteer or snap or anything like that. I have to be pretty focused on making sure it gets around the corner smoothly. Again, missing a gear doesn't help. There we go, last corner, there's the flag, and there's nothing I can do. I mean, I can catch up and I can get close, even with my issues, I get better corner speed, but that's it. Race done.
Fuck.
Bit dejected.
Sorry, mate. But I did have that position.
Yeah, so of course I'm sorry. I didn't want anyone to go off, you know, damn machine car fucking sucks. But, I don't know. I guess if you go back and look at it, the only thing I'd say is that if anyone says like, oh, you're braking way too late, you're never going to make it, Gary is braking exactly the same rate behind me and he makes it perfectly fine. If we hadn't it touched, we would have both made it. You know, there's defending a corner, and then there's just, I don't know, being a bit overprotective, because you know, once I'm committed, I can't change. I can't brake any harder than threshold braking. So if you think I'm going to go off, it's almost like, well, turn in a bit later, tuck in behind me if you think I'm going to go wide, get good drive and pip up because you've got the inside for the next chicane. But, you know, like I say, done a blog post, it's all in there. Go have a read, see what you think. Chris, yeah, like I said, we had a little chat, you know. I apologise because I know what it's like. It's not a great feeling, but you know, I don't know
if I'm happy or disappointed.
Not one just to apologise.
I don't like
say it's
getting in contact with people.
I'm disappointed. No, you know, just apologise
totally
and say
avoidable.
it's my fault.
If not for racing incident and stuff, but totally clear. I'm sorry. I never defend myself that hard, but I was there.
Anyway, guys, I'm going to sign out. Cheers for watching. And please go check out that blog and subscribe. Like and subscribe. See you later.